What's up, guys? We are back looking at some more NFL plays for the Sunday slate. Let's hop in and hopefully just stay cashing. This video applies to all apps, but I'm looking at these today over on PrizePicks. With that being said, let's get to these plays. But before we do so, don't miss out in joining the DubClub. You can get all my plays sent straight to you for free. There's a 2-day free trial. Down in my description, you get all my plays, the MLB, the NFL. You get access to Discord chat and a lot more. So don't miss out. Join down in my description, 2 days for free. I'm over $5,000 of profit over on PrizePicks. On Sleeper, I'm up over $1,300 of profit, and I'm also profitable on Chalkboard, Underdog, and Sportsbooks. If you want to join the DubClub, there's actually 2 special offers. You can get in 2 days for free, or you can just join right now for 50% off. Maybe you've already used that 2-day free trial and you just want to get in the DubClub now. Here's a 50% offer right now. It's only $15 for your first month. So both offers are down in my description. Like I said, I'm over $5,000 on PrizePicks. I'm not one of those guys out there selling shit plays. Don't miss that. Link for that is going to be down in my description. And before we get into our plays, if you're looking for a research tool or you want to research player props for yourself, the tool that I personally use is called Outlier. You'll see me use it in this video. And if you want it for yourself, there's a 7-day free trial down in my description that you can cancel at any time. Just use my promo link down in my description to get Outlier 7 days for free. They have an app in the App Store you can download to research player props right from your phone. I personally love it. Like I said, I use it every single day for researching MLB player props, NFL, whatever other sport I'm playing with. I use Outlier to research for that sport. So don't miss out. 7-day free trial is down in my description. All right, now with that out of the way, let's get to these plays. Just play responsibly and at your own risk. Leave a like on the video and subscribe. I really would appreciate it. The most important thing, though, is having those post notifications turned on so that you don't miss out on when I post videos, things like that, and you get in before some of these lines move. Because they get bumped, they get removed off the board, things like that. Let's get into these plays now. The first play that I like for today's NFL slate or Sunday's NFL slate, I also have a Monday Night Football play for you as well. Let's hop over to the receiving yards category. And in the receiving yards, we're going to go ahead and then scroll down. This is because I like Brandon Aiyuk over his receiving yards. He's going to be at a bunch of different numbers on a bunch of different apps. I've seen this one as low as 68.5 currently on some other apps. So do kind of keep that in mind. If you have other apps available and you're not on PrizePicks, you might be able to get like a 3-yard discount on this one here. Because see, he's not over in any of his last 5 games. So I don't like the over so much. He's going to be without Deebo Samuel today. And on top of that, there's also a good possibility that George Kittle does not play as well. Of course, Christian McCaffrey remains out on injured reserve. Deebo is technically doubtful in this game. He's expected to be out. Also, of course, George Kittle is going to be questionable. So that's really, really good for this over, I would say. He's 0-for-2 this year. He's only at 28 and 43 receiving yards, and that's on 5 targets in both of those games. Last year, he was over this in 42%. That is 8 out of 19 games, but the Rams are a pretty nice matchup, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit more a little bit later. But Brandon Aiyuk, how has he been in his career without Deebo Samuel? Since 2022, he has 6 games without Deebo Samuel. He's been over in 4 out of 6 games. He's been over in 4 out of 6 games without Deebo Samuel dating back to 2022. And you can even throw some games in from 2022 where he was actually pretty good without him still in those games as well. But he's gone for 80-plus yards in 4 out of 6 games. He's gone for 100-plus in 2 out of 6 games. So actually what I did is I kind of laddered a little bit. And I also took him over 80-plus receiving yards and 100-plus receiving yards. So I actually did kind of, I sprinkled a little bit on those as well, just so you guys know. The matchup against the Rams should be a very, very good one. There's been some receivers that have had some pretty damn good games against the Rams already. And it's even with them playing with the lead. Marvin Harrison Jr., we all saw what he did last week. He had 8 targets with 4 catches and 130 yards. We can see the same thing potentially for Brandon Aiyuk. I don't necessarily think that we'll get 130 yards, but I do think we can have a pretty good game, considering also the week before, James Williams, he had 5 catches for 121 yards. Now, he's more of a big play guy for sure. And Amon-Ra St. Brown did only have 13 yards in that game, but still, they're just allowing some big games to some receivers. And Brandon Aiyuk should be the target hog in this game. I'd be surprised if he was not. I do expect the Rams to try to contain him a little bit, but we've seen what Brandon Aiyuk has done with him being pretty much the only receiver in the past. And George Kittle potentially being out as well should just, add some more targets to Brandon Aiyuk. So I think it should be a really nice spot for the over for the receiving yards for Brandon Aiyuk. Last season, by the way, they allowed quite a few passing yards per game. They ranked 21st, which was 232.4. So it was a very, very good matchup for opposing teams through the air last year. And they have not been off to the best start. Good for us in the over. But this year they ranked 24th with 229 passing yards per game. So should be a really nice spot here for the over for Brandon Aiyuk. I like the spot a lot for his receiving yards and the more. And like I said, you can find this one down to about 68.5. I actually posted to the DubClub yesterday. We were able to get him at 64.5 and a really nice price on the 80-plus and 100-plus receiving yards. Now, before we do our next play, if you're not already on Sleeper, it is, in my opinion, one of the best apps out there, and it's available in most states. So if you want to join, there's a bunch of really, really awesome offers that they offer right now. First off, you just use the link down in my description, you download Sleeper, promo code DOMG will get you a first-time deposit match up to $100, and you get a free square when you sign up as well. There should be like a Yamamoto free square or someone else has a free square on the board over on Sleeper when you sign up using promo code DOMG. On top of that, we have discounts on every single Wednesday and every single Sunday, usually 2 per day. It's really, really awesome. I absolutely love it. They have alt lines, especially in the NFL. You can see you can get Nico Collins down to 40-plus receiving yards, all the way up to 150-plus receiving yards. And by the way, they have a better price for the player I've already talked about in this video, and Brandon Aiyuk. He's at 70.5 receiving yards. And of course, you can ladder this one up a little bit to like 100-plus receiving yards to get a 2.84x payout, or even all the way up to 150-plus receiving yards for a 6.15x payout. So if you want to join Sleeper for yourself, it's available down in my description. Like I said, available in most states. Promo code DOMG can get you a first-time deposit match up to $100 when joining Sleeper, down in my description. All right, now let's get back to my next play here. And this one's actually going to not even be for the Sunday slate, but I'm going to talk about it anyway because I really like the spot here, and I'm kind of shocked we're getting almost the value that we're getting on this line here. It's going to be Joe Burrow over 1.5 passing touchdowns against the Washington Commanders on Monday Night Football. So you might think this one's a green goblin, it's going to be a shit payout, but not really. If you take a look at it here, we'll go with like a normal square here, just to show you guys the payout that this one offers here. Like if you were to pair this one with Donta Foreman for whatever reason, it'll pay out a 2.75x payout. So it's only a 0.25x decrease to the price here, and personally, I absolutely love it. I think this spot's really, really nice for Joe Burrow. Let me take a look at why. So let's go ahead and take a look at Outlier and why I like the over so much. He has 0 and 2 passing touchdowns this year. He had a really bad game against New England, but definitely bounced back last week against Kansas City. And now he gets one of the best possible matchups, if not the best possible matchup, against the Washington Commanders. They've already got killed through the air this year. I mean, Jesus Christ, they allowed Daniel Jones to have 2 passing touchdowns against them. If Daniel Jones can have 2 touchdowns against this Washington Commanders team and Joe Burrow can't, I don't even know anymore, man. They've also got killed just last year, so they have not been much better. I mean, Baker had 4 touchdowns against them this year already. Really, the only guys that have not covered this line against them recently is Trevor Siemian and Mac Jones. I think Joe Burrow is a little bit better than those players. I will say the only other guy really that missed last year was actually Josh Allen, but that was only back in September. I'm not super worried about that. So really only 3 guys have missed this in the last year, basically, against Washington. Last year, Washington, they allowed 2.3 passing touchdowns per game. This should be a really nice spot here. Take a look at this year. They have not been much better. If you take a look at it, they have actually allowed even more. They allowed 3 passing touchdowns per game, like we already saw. You know, Baker had 4, Daniel Jones had 2. Joe Burrow can cover this line, man. You take a look at it, though. Let's dive into this a little bit more, because he played 10 games last year, and the Bengals are 7.5-point favorites in this game. In games where the Bengals won last year, he was pretty damn good. He was over in 4 out of 5 games, including 4 straight when the Bengals won. And again, they are 7.5-point favorites. That's a pretty damn, they're pretty big favorites in that game there, because they only beat the Rams by 3 points in that game. If they're going to be winning by a touchdown in this game, you should be in a really nice spot here to go over against Washington, especially with how bad they've been getting killed through the air. So I really like the payout here for really what's being offered. And Joe Burrow and his passing touchdowns, give me the over against the Commanders. I'm playing this one early for Monday Night Football because I love it so much. I'm not done with the free plays quite yet, but one last reminder to go ahead and join the DubClub. You can get all my plays sent to you 2 days for free, or you just join 50% off. Both offers are down in my description. I'm over $5,000 of profit over on PrizePicks. Like I said, we got some pretty good value earlier because last night, actually, I posted Brandon Aiyuk over 64.5 receiving yards. Now he's only up to 71.5 on PrizePicks. So some pretty good value that we got, and you could have got it that literally for free with a 2-day free trial. If you like the tool that I use in today's video, it's called Outlier. You can get a 7-day free trial for Outlier down in my description if you're interested. I personally love this tool. Now let's get some more free plays from the Daily Grind tool. This right here is the PrizePicks Optimizer. It's just some of the best bet to value plays. Apps like PrizePicks or Underdog. Right now, PrizePicks, they like Joe Musgrove under fantasy score. They like Shohei Ohtani under fantasy score. If you click on the refresh button, it pulls the most up-to-date value plays onto the board. So we have some like CSGO value, some Valorant value, I guess. We found all these different plays without doing any research whatsoever. We literally just clicked on the button and we got all these different plays. So if you want this tool for yourself, you can get it for yourself down in my description with the Daily Grind tool link. Click on the fantasy bundle and then scroll down, and promo code DOMG can get you 25% off. They also have another tool sold separately called the AI Swift Dragonator. This one's pretty damn crazy. It's up over 1,800 units since August 18th of last year. I mean, that's insane to go up this much. That is a lot of money that they are raking in with this tool right now. They have a ton of different flip entries on the board. There's some underdog, there's some PrizePicks. Let's give you a free play today from the PrizePicks Optimizer, or the PrizePicks generated slip here. There's some MLB values, some college football, some CSGO. It literally just mixes everything together, and it gives you a really nice looking value play. So right now the profit margin on this entry is 3.63%, and it is plus EV. So it's a nice looking entry right now on the PrizePicks board. If you want this tool for yourself to get plays just generated for you, basically, you can get it for yourself down in my description. Click on the ASF generator this time, and then scroll down, and promo code DOMG can get you 25% off. Thank you for watching us. Hopefully in tomorrow's video. Best luck, and if you want to say you made over $5,000 on PrizePicks, you can watch this video right here.